Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Hannah Wallace, reporting from TCF 2018 in Dublin. Joining me now is Mark Gunning from Temenos and Nilesh Vaidya from Capgemini, and we're talking about digital engagement. Gentlemen, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with me today. How are you enjoying it so far?
It's been a wonderful event, We love coming here every year, meeting with the clients, the partners. It really is a community. The C stands for community, and it really is one.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's been just wonderful for us. And digital to the core is a great theme. Clients are working, and to the core is the most important part of it. It's just not digital on the surface, so really love to be here.
And Nilesh, how do you think banks are coming to terms with the need to deliver digital services to customers while also coping with infrastructure legacy? Because of course that can hold back creative innovation, can't it?
Yeah, we see the banks are driving a lot of changes in the customer experience. That wave has been going on for some time. But now the customers really want consistent experience across all of the channels, and that means they need to digitize the processes, handle the documents, manage payments in a better way. We've been working with Temenos in many different clients where the banks are able to transform their experience layer. They're able to really onboard the customers very rapidly with the functionality that the Temenos and other companies are bringing in. They can then sunset a lot of their existing applications, which is critical for them to be very nimble. And we see the banks then working well in all of the areas.
And now, Mark, coming to you, there's no doubt collaboration is increasingly the way forward. But what's Temenos' involvement in the community to help them gain faster time for value?
No, you're right. Banks that are serious about digital engagement, and most of them are really find it very important to have faster time to value. As Nilesh says, the engagement with the customer is one of the most important things they're looking at here. Here at Temenos, we do a lot to help them there by investing heavily in our front office and engagement software. And in fact, here at TCF, we've announced the launch of our front office suite, which now operates independently of our core banking solution. This allows banks to have some options around how they renovate their legacy platforms by putting in perhaps a new customer experience first, and then moving to the digital to the core later on. It gives them an ability to get faster time to value. The second thing we do is introduce them to the wider community of technology through our FinTech Innovation Hub. And this is proving to be an extremely useful and popular part of our service to our customers. Really where we do a couple of things. We curate the vast number of fintechs that are out there. There's 30,000 fintechs at the last count. It's very difficult for an individual bank to understand which ones they should look at, which ones they should use. So we do a big curation service to bring that number down to a relatively small selection. Actually, since we launched the marketplace, we've looked at and reviewed 1,000 fintechs, but only 130 products made it into the marketplace. And then we help them make sure that they work interactively and seamlessly with our software. And even we're now beginning to help them with the procurement process. So it really does begin to build, as you say in your question, a community of help for banks to engage with their digital customers.
All right, and can you give me an example of a use case of how this has changed, how banks service their customers both through channels and core banking?
We were privileged to have KBC, one of our major European clients, here on the stage at TCF this morning. And actually, by coincidence, here in Dublin, that's where they pioneered their digital engagement platform. And so they built a bank, which they call the Bank of You, a pure digital bank, front to back, with a few small engagement hubs and a 24/7 call center service. But they managed to transform the entire customer experience completely. So prior to the digital process that they put in place, to open a bank account with them took 5 days. Now it takes 30 minutes. To get a loan took 5 days, now it takes 1 hour. To get a mortgage took 10 days, 15 days, now it takes 3 hours. So they've completely transformed the digital experience for their customers. That's produced a huge success for them in terms of growth here in the local market and brand awareness. And now they're taking that experience, which they pioneered, we're grateful to say, with our software here in Ireland, and then moving that around the rest of Europe, looking at their legacy engagements with their customers around all the other European countries and taking the digital lessons they learnt here to those countries.
Fantastic. Well, Mark, thank you for setting the scene. And Nilesh, let's come back to the event. What do you think are going to be the key takeaways this year?
So it's been a fantastic event. It was really great to see many new product announcements from Temenos. First of all, the front office suite, which will operate separately from the core banking, the payment product, which is going to operate separately. I mean, that decoupling just gives a lot of options to the clients. So that's just on the product side of it. Talking to a number of customers from diverse regions, from Australia to a bank in Moldova, in Eastern Europe to Kenya, it just shows us the breadth of Temenos' experience and implementation, and just validates the product direction and how it's moving forward. That was really very comforting as we take on more banks in this journey. More importantly, as we grow in this space, we just see tremendous opportunity for growth. And the new Temenos Learning Center, the process maps, the compliance ideas coming to the fore, they really address the key needs of the bank. I mean, we see tremendous opportunity, and it's really addressing key markets. So all of this put together, what it means is, I mean, the banks have been well on their path of digitization for a long time. They've been doing it. But along with it, they really need to change their operating model so that they can support the reality of how they earn revenue in future. And with the instant payments, with the ability to just completely digitize all of their back-end process. I mean, all of that will help change their operating model, use the APIs, bring in the fintechs, so that they can truly get into digital. So this is really getting digital right into the DNA of their implementation. So that was really my main takeaways here.
It's been a fantastic theme and a fantastic event. Gentlemen, this has been great. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.